Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Edgar Mendez. I'm so happy you're all here. I thank you all, by the way, and I really just want to give a big thank you to all of those people that like and comment and that return and watch my videos. And I know you get a lot from it, I get it, right? But I do appreciate it as well. So I just want to say thank you to everyone that does that. And hello to all the new people. I'm just so proud to be here, and I'm so happy to be doing this and to be in front of all of you right now. Anyway, I do have a couple, actually a few announcements. If you are interested, I am doing a community candle. You can check this out in the description section. I am doing guided meditation this Saturday, right? Actually, both are actually technically this Saturday, so if you are interested. And then I am also doing a live readings on Sunday, and I usually do them every Sunday now. And I actually, I first started, I didn't think I'd keep it up, but I actually like it. It's a really easy way to reach a lot of people. But if you're interested in any of those things, check it out in the description section. All right. And yeah, we're going to go from Aries all the way down to Pisces. Did I say if this is their person's feelings? I think so. I hope so. That's actually what I intended. So, anyway, that is what the reading is about. What are your person's current feelings for you? Anyway, so let's take a look here. We're going to go from Aries all the way down to Pisces. Who steps forward to answer? We have Metatron who's stepping forward to answer these questions. Okay, Metatron, can you tell me what are Aries' person's feelings for Aries right now? The first thing I got, and it was when I was actually seeing Metatron is the one answering. I believe this person's trying to manifest you right now. How people do it, this manifestation, like, can we just like be really real about that? It happens in many sort of ways, and I feel like this is someone who is trying to find a way towards you and is trying to manifest you in their life and kind of I want to say fix things, but let me see. Yes, he's sorry, Metatron says things are broken right now between you and this person. And yes, they are trying to fix things right now. Let me see. So how are they going about the manifestations? Because I saw this person like tunneling. But that's so strange, right? Let's see what do you want to say about that, Metatron? How is this person manifesting Aries right now? I'm thinking of creative solutions, but that's not it though. He's saying that they are doing this, but what is their actual physical actions that they're taking right now towards I feel like this is someone who wants to make up and wrap up the past with you. How they're going to manifest you is actually more of how they're going to manifest a more harmonious connection, is to kind of put the past in the past, put the I want to say all the sources of tension behind you. And what is very interesting about this, that Metatron brings forward, is that's not actually possible unless we heal. Right, you can't, like, I know that logically you may think, well, I'm just not going to do this, right? And then you think that you're not going to do it. Yeah, I got news for you, that energy inside of you, you will do it eventually, right? Like, how many times do you, I don't know if you've been in it yourself or see it, where people say, I'm not mad at them anymore, and then all of a sudden, for the first trigger, the first fight they have, they're bringing up the past, and they're wondering why, right? It doesn't make sense. I think that this is someone who believes that they can consciously just put all the stuff that was your issues of this connection in the past without them having to deal with it and heal. Yeah, there's no way. It's always going to come back. It's always going to return, because that energy is inside of this person, and our energy is living intelligence. It's actually living light intelligence, right? So Metatron does have some questions with this person's, I want to say, approach to this. I feel if this person does reach out to you, you're going to want to bring up healing. But it's hard because a lot of people get all defensive about these things. Or do they not? I don't know. But it's like, you tell them, oh, you can't just say you got to heal. But healing is this, it's such an important aspect of our life, and it's actually it's actually the most important aspect in our lives, to have the life that we deserve and have the life that we want. And this is someone who does want harmony. They do want a good life for themselves, but they are not quite getting that they're going to have to heal in order for them to have that life that they want. So it's very interesting. Is there anything else right now, Metatron, that you want to bring forward for this person's feelings for Aries right now? They want to simplify things. I do feel communication between you and this person has been a bit of a disaster. I think you may have had trouble just generally. They do want to simplify things between you and them. It's kind of like one of those things where just tell me, just tell me if if you, I don't know, whatever you are asking them to tell you. But this is like very, very, like we can intuitively know, right? We don't need to have someone say it, but it does feel like this person is looking to have better communication between you and them, more open communication. What's interesting about this as well is that Metatron says a lot of people don't really get how they feel. It's funny. I always, whenever I'm healing people or whenever I am, giving readings and stuff to people, I'm like, how do you feel? And I ask that a lot, and they're like, like that. It's just like, oh my lord, right? I don't, it's one cannot really tell you how they feel if they don't know how they feel. I don't know who needs to hear that, but it's there anyway. I think this person may be very detached from their emotional body, but they do want open communication between you and them. And they do want things to be simpler between you and them, and they do actually have that intention. But because the healing aspect is just, I feel like it's missing for this person. It's like, oh, what's that, right? What's the point? Most people don't get it until you do it. You really don't. When I've done like so many things, so many readings for people, I'm like, this is what you need. This is it, right? These are the things that's just going to help you. I know 9 times out of 10, they never take the advice until like months later, maybe years actually, right? And it kind of feels like that. It's kind of the energy that Metatron brings forward, where this is someone where it's like, it's like it has to be this continuous drawn out issue before someone changes, and I think that that's where they are currently right now anyway. A very interesting reading that you have. Anyway, I want to thank you, Aries. Don't forget to like and comment. So we're at 7 minutes. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, let's take a look here. We're going to be moving to Taurus now. So, manager, can you tell me what are Taurus's person's current feelings for Taurus right now? Having a bit of a pity party for themselves. So why are they having a pity party for themselves right now? Do you know the state? It feels like it's a mental, I don't know if it's a mental state or an emotional state that we're in, where we just cry. It's like you have a breakdown, you're it's like you're like near rock bottom, or you're at rock bottom, and it's just it's just like, it's kind of like when I actually love the energy of rock bottom, and it's not like I like being there, but when we finally hit rock bottom, we go up. Oh, it's amazing. It's like the most amazing energy because you shoot up like a rocket. But I think right now this person is at rock bottom and they're really crying, but they're releasing a lot. Metatron showed me on this person's way down, they kept holding on to stuff that they needed to let go of. It's actually what was he's saying it's like tying lead to your shoes and you drop in the ocean. There's no coming back from that. It kind of feels like that, where this person had leady type stuff on them, and these things were dragging them down. And now that they hit rock bottom, they just released it all. Oh, it's just a beautiful energy. I think it's one of the. I know that no one wants it, right? But when you see the benefit of it, it's amazing. You want it for everyone, right? You want everyone to hit rock bottom because that's when they change. But yeah, this person's at it right now, and what were they holding on to? It kind of feels like it was like a vest, like like a life vest, but full of lead. Let me see. What were they holding on to? Pain, suffering, victimness as well. Those are like the biggest. The victim, like being a victim, is the biggest block to healing. It's like wow, right? Also not forgiving, but that pretty much goes hand in hand. But let's see. What else was making this person sink, Metatron? Their own mind, how they saw things. I also feel like this person has a bit of an anger issue, just a little bit. It's like there's like rage. I don't think that they're ragey. I don't see that, but I see someone. I don't know if you noticed this, but I've seen it with some people, even some people who are famous, and you just know they have anger. I don't know. You just know it's there. the anger has nothing to do with what's going on, obviously, but you know it's in them. And I think that this is anger was a big sinker for this person, and anger, all that other stuff, really sank them down to rock bottom. And now this is someone who is finally letting that all go. It's beautiful. It's real beautiful. I love it. I love that energy. It's just the most amazing energy to be in, right? Because it's like none of it matters. You release what doesn't matter. That's actually what rock bottom does. I didn't know that. Sorry, Marisha just gave it to me. You release what doesn't matter, and you're holding on to so much you need to release, and that's why everyone needs to hit it at least once in life. I've hit it, I think, 3 times. But I really like to go all in, all out, all in, all out when I release stuff. So I am an overachiever. But but at least once, that's when you get to release stuff. It kind of reminds me of the energy of rock bottom when like people are picking up pieces of their life. That you only pick up what matters, right? You only take what matters. You're not gonna take some bad habit with you. You're gonna leave it, right? Like bye. Right? You're gonna take only that which matters, and that's why that rock bottom energy is so important. Anyway, but is there any feelings that they have right now towards Taurus? It's all wrapped up in that mushy, like, I'm crying. I can't believe I'm here. I can't believe my life was turned out this way. Have we? I know I've been in this. Have you been in this energy as well? Like, I know I have. Or you're just like, I can't believe this is it. It's a point of time, Metatron says, that we lose hope. And that's why we release all that stuff. And then we can see the light. No, it's real beautiful. They're real nice. That's what I see them. They're about to look up to see it. And guess what they're going to do when they see that light? Move towards it. And that's the point. It's a beautiful energy. But their feelings for you are wrapped up in that pain. They will find their head above water eventually. I want to say soon, but it's hard to say. I want to say that though, but definitely eventually. All right, I want to thank you, Taurus. I love you. Please don't forget to like and comment. So we're at 12 minutes for Gemini. Yes. Alrighty, so let's take a look here, Gemini. Metatron, can you tell me what are Gemini's person's current feelings for Gemini? Are they married? That's the feeling I have. Immediately, the first thing. So I know that not every reading is for everyone. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. It is what it is. This person, I feel, is either in a third party connection or they're literally outright married. And yeah, it sucks. It's a sucky feeling. It is a classic case of human mind grabbing on to what we don't want because we're too scared to let go and to see what can be. Very typical, by the way. But that's exactly where this person is in life. What is happening with them in life is I'm holding on to this marriage or this third party connection, and I didn't even want it. And they have a hard time fathoming, like literally wrapping their head around the fact, why did I do that? I don't even want, it's like, it's okay. I have it. I have an example. I don't think it's the best one, but it is a good enough one. Do you know, it's like a kid, they're playing with toys, and then there's this toy that they don't play with, and someone else grabs it and they just grab it. No, this is mine. It's something like that. So it's crazy. But it's like this. Like, this is someone who's they're just naturally, just with that, fear-based survival energy that human minds have, are just grabbing onto what's theirs, because I'm not grabbing it because I want it. I'm not grabbing it because I care. I'm not grabbing it because it's making me happy. No, none of those things. I'm grabbing it because I don't want anyone else to take it. I don't want to lose it. And this is a crazy thing. But humans are human minds real crazy. And this is it. And this is someone who they don't get it. Why did I do that? Why? I honestly could sleep, like, I could lose this and sleep perfectly fine. I don't know why I did it. And it's where they currently are in emotional state wise. They're not quite getting why that happened and why they did that. So let's see, what are their feelings then towards Gemini right now? Regret about choosing the marriage, or choosing the third party connection over you. A regret about putting that, and again, it's like, I don't even think that they gave it some thought, or even definitely not some feeling. It's just like they grabbed. It felt knee jerky, like it's just unconscious kind of a reaction. And They're having a hard time fathoming that. Anyway, they really wish that they had just grabbed onto you and chose this instead, but they were scared. There's a lot of fear here with this person. Why was this person so scared, Metatron, when it comes to choosing Gemini? The unknown. I don't think that you knew each other well. I don't think so. And logically, shouldn't you know someone well? Obviously not, because it doesn't make sense, right? But everyone likes to do it that way. Oh, I don't know them that well. Why would I drop all of this for someone I don't know? Because my heart says so. Because your heart said so. That's why. But this is someone where that energy of like logic and practicality was making them choose something that they didn't want, solely based on the logic. This wasn't adding up, and they feel real stupid now because it doesn't. They know they made the wrong choice, and they don't know what to do now. Let's see. So there's regret, shame, some guilt here as well. Sorry, remorse. There it is. Remorse that they feel. How else do they feel about Gemini right now, Metatron? They are thinking about leaving. It is. Metatron says that this is someone. It's something that I used to do. It was way back before I had a strong connection with all that is and my own intuition and my own heart, where I would flip a coin, or actually I would Google flip a coin, and then I would say ask a question and flip it and see what the answer was. It's almost never the right answer, but it's like you kind of want something else to justify why you're about to do something that seems irrational. They're doing that right now. They're trying to look for something to give them. They're looking for something or someone to give them a reason why they should do what they think is irrational and choose you and leave that. So I see them flipping that coin. That's the energy I have. Or they maybe if I flip it enough times and I get this, if it's yes, 50 times or 100 times, and I'll do it. But it's never going to be. Right? It's never going to be. So there's something like that happening with this person right now when it comes to I want to take actions with them, but I want a massive reason an undeniable reason, because I'm too scared to follow my heart. So many people are this way, are they not? And that's where this person is a little bit stuck. Is there anything else that you want to say right now for Gemini viewers, Metatron? Don't hold your breath with this one. Not yet. They need some growing. And one thing that would really help this person, just one thing, just to see it, like, it's not like I'm leaving this for Gemini. I'm leaving this because I don't want it. Period. End of story. Then you can then know what you want to do very easily, right? And it's like leave it first, Bali, right? But you know what I'm saying? Like that will just solve everything. But they don't want that. They're just grabbing on out of a knee-jerk reaction. It kind of reminds me of like when the cats, you have one cat trying to play with a toy and the other one's just like holding it and like just trying to keep it to themselves, right? It feels like that. And I think if someone were to come and grab it, they would just start chasing and latch onto that. That's a feeling, and they don't know why. Fear. It's scarcity as well. Scarcity mindset. Very interesting energy. Anyway, sorry for my third one. They've been real crazy. Don't forget to like and comment, Gemini. Thank you. So we're at 18, 20 for Cancer. Yeah. Wait a second. Oh, yeah. Okay, I just realized I made a mistake. Anyway, so it should be this 18, 20 for Cancer. Okay. Anyway, I am pretty sure I got all the signs. Yes. Okay, yeah, I must have. This is funny. I totally made a mistake, and I didn't put Aries as timestamp, and then I put Tauruses and Aries, and then Gemini and Tauruses, and I'm like, why does it look weird? Anyway, I'll have to go and fix it anyway. So let's see. Metatron, can you tell me for Cancer, what are Cancer's person's current feelings for Cancer right now? They're at a way station. I don't know what that means yet. This person is in the in between. It's Do you know when you take a flight somewhere and they're like one stop? I don't even understand why they have these flights. By the way, I don't get it. But you know how they have that, and then it's like cost even more money. I don't know. It's uh, whatever, right? They're in this in between where they're moving in a direction. I think their direction may be you, but they're at an in between, a pit stop right now, and they're waiting. Manager, can you explain to me what does that mean for Cancer? There is a lesson that they have to learn and grow from with this pit stop that they're at right now. What is the lesson exactly? It's to do with, in some way, sovereignty. I can see that to a certain extent. No, it is that, but it's something else. I feel this person has issues expressing themselves, and they need to learn to do that better. And the air came up. What this in between is meant to do is to help them with that. It's to help them make them feel more courageous with this. It's one of those things. Okay, I have to tell you, and I know this example may seem a bit of a stretch, but it is a good example if you wrap your head around it. Like, I have been trying to move from the apartment I'm in, right? And every time I try, it gets a little bit easier because I have a block and a restriction that comes from a past life. I've been trying to get rid of that, but it's real difficult. Anyway, this person needs experiences where they learn to express themselves. And at first, it's going to be real difficult. But through, like, again and again and again, it will be easier and easier for this person to express themselves and be more vulnerable and be open with people. This experience is in between that they're currently at is exactly what they need to go through to learn to express themselves and be open and vulnerable. So I see them having to have repetitious experiences of this, where they tell people how they feel, and yeah, that's it. It's where it's at. But manager, can you tell me how does that relate right now to Cancer? They are not. Oh, they actually can to a certain extent, but they're not able to fully express themselves yet. They want to have that experience. So this person on their way to you made the pit stop because wait a second. Sorry, it's funny, but I'm gonna have to tell them how I feel, and I don't think I can do that. And it's like a path opened up or a destination opened up, which will allow them to learn how to do this. So I think that they could be telling their friends how they feel. I don't know if you noticed this, but at least for the people for my family and stuff like that, no one's very expressive of their emotions. It's actually very, it almost feels weird for at least for how it felt for me. And it actually still feels that way a little bit. Though I am getting through it, right? This person needs to learn the experience of expressing themselves, and they need to kind of get over those blocks and restrictions that are there, and then they will be so good at it. It just takes time. Like, I want to express myself, I want to tell Cancer how I feel, right? And that requires this person to practice, and that's exactly what they're doing right now. So they're at that way station. I see a bus one, though, coming towards them. Can you tell me why is that a bus? Oh, it's people that they're going to be saying hi to, and they're going to be meeting and expressing themselves. So it's not just like telling the person how they feel about them, it's telling them how they feel, period, about life, about what happened to them. Even some of the cruelty seems to be a theme for this person's life. They've had a lot of cruel stuff happen. They need to talk more about that. And they feel it feels unnatural currently. Unnatural. It's an unnatural experience, though it is perfectly natural. But how they feel, right, when they do it because they've never done it is unnatural. And they are very sure about where they want to end up here, Cancer. They know. You know, when you buy a ticket, you know where you're going. I mean, you usually get there. Right? This is someone who knows exactly where they want to go, and that's why this is how they currently feel. It's not like they're necessarily knowing what you're expecting, but they know what they want to do and what they failed to do in the past, and that's key here. They don't want those failures again, and that is what life's teaching them. And that is also another message that Metatron is bringing up for you. You know, when we want something, we are faced with stuff that is helping us get there. So it's always look at life that way, because that's the truth of life, right? You know, we are always growing and evolving, and we're always having experiences that are helping us expand, right? And this is exactly what's currently happening for this person, and it's likely very much happening for you as well if you have some goals and aspirations for yourself, especially for who you want to be. Beautiful. I thank you, Cancer. Don't forget to like and comment. So we're at 24 minutes. 44 seconds for Leo. Yeah. Now it's like right. Anyway, let's take a look here. Leo. What are Leo's person's current feelings for Leo? Your person's very bitter. They're struggling, but stubborn. They're bitter and stubborn. Let me see. Why is this person bitter and stubborn, Metatron? They have been trying to replace you. They find you irreplaceable right now. They're finding you very much. I don't know what the word is. They haven't quite ever found someone quite like you. The dynamic, the energy, the experience, the exchange, right? I even want to say the banter that it exists between you and this person. Do you? It's funny. I see this a lot, and I have nothing but compassion and stuff for them. But I see people. I also walk my dog, and I walk up my dog without my headphones, so I'm always tuned into the world itself. And I can see people walking, talking, right, and they're talking about real boring stuff, right. Usually they're complaining. I don't know if you noticed this, but that's like 9 times, or 8 out of 10 times, people are just complaining about stuff. But that's also very boring too. And it feels like to me like this person has been having those experiences with other people where it's just complaints. They're talking all negative, and it's like, oh, this is so boring. I'd rather not even talk to you. Um I'd rather not even deal with this. Like, it's like, this is someone who's starting to realize this, and why they're no longer able to, like, oh, I don't know what the word is. Is it tolerate? I don't know if tolerate's the right word though. But why they're no longer able to find any kind of fulfillment in these conversations is because they talk to you. They've conversed with you, and they now understand what a high vibrational conversation is versus, well, what they've always had and what they're currently having. So yes, they find you irreplaceable. Um, but how they're coming to this conclusion is the boredom that they are experiencing with their connections in their life. So although these connections are there, they're low vibrational, and the exchange is low vibrational. A Metatron says the energy that we hold within the self determines what we give and what we're giving. So the people that they have, I think, are vibrating lower than they are. So it's real bad. It's like, you're just giving out horrible vibration yourself, but at least it's better than theirs, and they're exchanging back really bad vibrations. So this person is just, they're kind of going through it. They need to experience this because they need to come to that conclusion that high vibrational is where I want to be. They are. It's there. But they're not quite. They are linking you, right, to the higher vibration, because your exchanges were so electrifying. Very interesting. Electrifying is an odd word, but it is what it is. It was electrifying. It brought life to them. It made them think. It made them feel, right. It made them excited as well. And it's like they've not been able to recapture that. And that is why the irreplaceable word is coming through. Alrighty. So what else do you want to say for Leo's person's feelings right now? They see you differently. How? What does that mean, Metatron? They appreciate you more. They didn't appreciate you, probably not at all, but that is normal. It's a normal thing, and I know no one wants to no one wants to say like, yeah, that's normal, but it absolutely is. We never appreciate something until it's gone, because that's actually how this place works. Period. End of story. Right? Everyone is the same way. It's like this apartment. I'm trying to move out of here. But when I look back, I bet I'll appreciate it a lot more than I do now, because that's how it works, right? So it is true. It may hurt us, right, when people don't appreciate us, but they only ever do thoroughly when we're apart, or when we're behind them, and vice versa. And this is someone where they now see you for you, and they actually appreciate you and for everything that you are bringing to the table and your energy. It's I think they took it for granted. Yeah, that's what it feels like to me. They took all of it for granted, and they didn't appreciate it. It kind of reminds me. It's kind of how I eat, by the way. I'm like boom, 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 right? I'm just going right after another, and how much am I tasting that food? Not really. But it's like, it reminds me of that, where they would have ate slower. They would have actually ate a little bit slower if they knew just how good you tasted at the time, and they weren't able to know that until they until they look back and like, oh wow, that was the best meal I've ever had. Any last message, please? Mansion says no. Oh, we're good. Okay, I thank you, Leo. Don't forget to like and comment. All right, so we're at 29 for Virgo. Okay, let's take a look here. So let's see. Virgo. Metatron, tell me, what are Virgo's person's current feelings for Virgo? I don't know what's going on with this person, but the tummy, it feels like, when you are about to do something scary. You know what I'm saying? You know when you do say, you know what I'm talking about, right? It kind of, I guess a good way to put it is like, let's say you're going to Six Flags and you're gonna get on the biggest one, and you're like, you're there, like, it's like, do you ride up there? And when you get right to it, your tummy is like, whoa, we're going to be doing this. That's what I'm feeling right now. It's like that feeling of like, I'm going to do something that's really scary. What does this mean, Metatron? Some of you use communication. I see it being more so in the written word, though, like an email or a text. I want to say email, but it's hard to say. But they do want, I feel like this is someone who's very, very much trying to, sorry, it's just it hurts, like it's like that feeling. They're very much trying to work up the courage to communicate with you. What has inspired this communication with Virgo? I mean, you could be talking already or not, but this is someone who's going to be saying something. Let's see, what has inspired the communication, or that is inspiring them to communicate with Virgo right now? Sorry, he said halfway point, middle. What does that mean? They're at a crossroads. This is someone where they kind of want to have your connection sorted, right? If it's good, if you're gonna make it something, you make friends, who knows? I don't know, right? They kind of want that sorted right now, and they're very, 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 very clear. Like it's like, I just want to know. It is what it is. I just want to know, and they really do want to know, but it's like a stomach turner kind of thing. Like, this is someone whose stomach is turning. They're very antsy about this. They're very scared about this. This is obviously because of how our mind works, right? Our mind always makes us think it's going to be worse than it actually is, right? In reality, this is someone that thinks they're going to be okay, even if you didn't want them, and even if it didn't work out for either of you, right? You're going to survive, right? But our mind makes us think we're going to die, right? And this is someone where that's what's making their stomach turn. It's not actually real or our reality. It's in reality, this person will be perfectly okay, and you will as well, right? If it doesn't work, but they do want to know, and that's as good as a reason as any. If you ask me, it's a good one, right? I want to know. It's like it's very simple too. It's very simplistic. Like, I need to sort this so that I can move forward, and I can know how. This is someone who's like, I don't know. I see someone who's like having like who's like moving forward, and they're looking at this image, and they're trying to put stuff there. Like, I want to know what I'm going to have in my future, and they want to know. They have this like icon of you. Like, are they going to be in it? I don't know. And this is someone who wants to figure that out, and they want it settled. Yeah. The fear, or what makes their stomach turn, is a potential rejection, or a no, or maybe bringing chaos, or causing upheaval. But I think it's rejection. Fear of rejection. People have that one a lot. I know I have it. It's real annoying, by the way. I've been trying to work through it, but that one's a harder one. Not so easy, is it? But yeah, that's why. So they have that energy right now. Whew, so my tummy, I'm not joking. It's like, it's that reminder, Metatron says, that they have to do this. It's like they want that tummy sensation, because it helps them push them a little bit closer to that communication that they want to have with you. Clarity that they want to have with you. I see you having like a coffee or something like that. I see it being bright kind of thing. That's what I see. Anyway, I'm gonna leave it there. I want to thank you, of Virgo. Don't forget to like and comment. So we're at 34. 10 for Libra. Let's take a look here. Libra. What are Libra's person's current feelings for Libra? I feel this person loved to be with you and around you. I don't know if you had a connection like you hung out a lot, or you had a relationship with this person. It feels somewhere in between that in some way. Like there was something more, like let's say you met at work, you definitely hung out a lot, right? Let's say like you may have even dated, I don't know, right? There's just that feeling here where you've had a lot of time where you two shared, and this person was smitten. They very much loved it. I do feel one of the things that ate at this person, I feel like it may have ate at you as well, was the uncertainty though about what it is that this was. So that feeling is still kind of wrapped up in this. I am so Virgo's energies that was hitting my tummy is like still in my tummy, so I can feel a little bit, but I think it's also for you as well. I feel like your connection, your dynamic with this person was filled with uncertainty, and that may have been the end of it, if I'm being honest. Actually, may have been what caused the ending, I mean. And this is someone where it's kind of still wrapped up in that. Let me see, manager, can you help me clarify that energy? Like, I know that Libra's person loved being around Libra and love that experience and that dynamic. But what else is here? There's some pain. Um, One of the things that really hurt the connection with you and this person, they had a lot of pain. And I really know I haven't. It's so lovely because I used to experience this and now I don't. And I want this experience for all of you, by the way. So think about healing yourself. But I remember when I would get really happy, it would very quickly would be followed by low vibrational feelings. Because that's how it works. It's real annoying, by the way, because we must heal. It's like you kind of always have that other shoe about to drop kind of feeling, right? And when you were talking to this person and when you were getting to know them, and I do feel you hung out a lot, the feelings of the past kept rising to the surface, and it had nothing to do with you. No, no, really had nothing to do with you. But it's what this person was dealing with. It's like they had this beautiful connection, but eventually those bad feelings will come up, and then they would have to deal with them. And this is someone who's kind of was going out of their mind a little bit. So I feel like they may have gone a little crazy, but this is still wrapped up in how they feel about you. Let's see, why is this person struggling to heal this or move past this? One of the reasons why is I feel your connection is in disconnect or in no contact, because um, it's like something's unresolved here, and the fact that it's unresolved hurts them, and they don't want that. This is someone who does want things between you and this person to be resolved. Do they plan on doing anything about it? Mention says not right now. Why? He says how your person sees it is it's not that simple. Crazy. Our heart makes it simple, period, end of story. But most people don't live life by the heart. That's why their life sucks, right? So it does feel like that. So anyway, let's take a look here. How else do they feel right now about a Libra? They miss the connections with you. If you could just press delete on everything that happened between you and this person absolutely would. If they could do it over, they would do it way different. This is someone they're so sure about that as well. Like really, really wanting to do things differently here. I think they look back at some stuff with you, and some of the stuff that they were projecting onto you had nothing to do with you. And that could have been both ways. But this is someone who looks back. Oh God, why did I treat them like that? That wasn't even like they did nothing wrong. Or it kind of reminds me when you're like really raw, you've been hurt a lot, and then any little thing someone does triggers you, and then you think you're mad at that trigger. You're obviously not, because those feelings come from within. And this is someone where I feel like there's a lot of projection of that onto you, and it was unfair. They look at that now and see, but they were not able to see when they were stuck in that pain, and it was in the present. And it's something that it's not that they have regrets per se. What do they have? Remorse. Remorse came out twice, by the way. That word remorse, I never use it. Remorse that they have right now. Alrighties. I think that's it. Any last thing from Metatron for Libra? This is an odd thing. Metatron says for you to stop and smell flowers or smell the roses, something like that. When we have that sensation, like even a candle, as she says, when we smell, it helps us connect to our hearts. And I know it sounds like a strange thing, right? But the air going in goes straight to your heart, kind of thing. I know it's a crazy thing, but he's saying that is key. Let's say you're having trouble feeling your emotional body. I cannot tell you how many people I'm like, how do you feel about that? And they're like, oh, I don't know. All the time, because people don't know. People are not connecting to their emotional body, their heart. If you need help with that, smelling stuff will work. Don't smell salts though, but smelling some candles, smelling some flowers, even cooking. That I don't know if you noticed that, but when you smell good food, how does it make you feel? You feel, do you not? Right? And it's that. So medicine saying smell maybe your key if you're having trouble with feeling yourself and feeling your body. Because how can you be led by your heart if you can't feel it? You can't, right? So consider that. Oh, he says a candle will work. A scented candle will help as well. Anyway, sorry, it's like an odd thing, but it came through. So I thank you, Libra. Don't forget to like and comment. So we are on 1442 for Scorpio. Let's take a look here, Scorpio. Oh, sorry, I was like, who am I? I was like, who was answering? I drew a blank. Anyway, Metatron, can you tell me what are Scorpio's person's current feelings for Scorpio right now? Ooh, you are a riddle. Sorry, that hurt to come through a little bit. There's two feelings. They're bedridden about you, and you are a riddle. They have a real difficult time like navigating this. Like this is someone who's having a very, very iffy, biffy time figuring out what you are, who you are, and what this all means, because none of this makes sense, logically speaking. And then the other one is that I feel like they're very much bedridden. Bedridden energy is a very specific energy where you're very, very sad. And that's exactly where they currently are right now in life. And they feel unmotivated. They don't like how their future looks bleak, and they don't like it. So they're very unmotivated. It's very interesting, but I guess I've been in that. I know, I've been in that so many times, but that doesn't solve anything when we are just or having a pity party, right? And that's kind of what's happening with this person right now, having a bit of a pity party. Why is Scorpio a riddle for this person? You're complex. I feel you're multifaceted. This person likes to categorize people. Um, okay, I don't know if it's like a book or something, but it's like they kind of like to put someone on a page and then they write little stuff on them, and they're like, oh, that's who they are all together in their totality. But it's like you kept having another aspect of you popping up, and it was like you're so dense, you're so multifaceted, and you're so complex. And I don't mean dense in like a energy way, by the way. Anyway, but you're so multifaceted. This person wasn't really able to kind of I see what it is, typecast you. And because they couldn't because they couldn't do this, they had a hard time figuring you out. And it's like every time they thought they did, something else will pop up. I also feel this person found you very attractive, and I feel like most of the time when they've dealt with attractive people, they were kind of mean or they were mean spirited, and with you that wasn't the case. And it was just another one of those layers of curveballs being thrown at this person when it comes to who you are. And it's like they weren't able to see you in your entirety. Why is this the case? Oh, this person has a small no, is it small mindedness? I don't think it's that narrow mindedness, right? When you zoom in to specific details, like if you're looking at this, let's say bureau, right? You're looking at a computer monitor, and you're like right at the corner. Can you see the other side? No, you can't. Can you see it all? No, you can't. So this is someone who's like how they view the world is they zone in, and this allows them to see really, really specific details that most people miss, right? But it prevents them from seeing the whole picture, and the whole picture matters way more because you can intuitively know what you're missing if you were missing something. But when you don't see the whole picture, it's very difficult, right? And this is someone who their energy or how their mind works is to be very fixated on details. no helpy with you because and they don't get it. They don't. Most people, they look at, and it was just like this, they got it right, right? They pretty much got it right, but with you it's not been the case. The reason for this, Metatron says, is that you draw a lot out in each other, that most people when they meet don't draw out in each other because of the energies, right? So that's why there was such complexity here, and that's why usually they're able to typecast people when it's a breeze, right? But with you, bedridden and a riddle. And let's see, how is this person navigating their life, or what's going on with them and their feelings towards Scorpio? They're trying to figure you out right now. They go over a lot of details as well. They are able, they are able to see if they keep trying, but that's it. That's it. It's just like that's just what they're doing right now. Anyway, any last message that you have right now, Metatron, for Scorpio? They do see you though. Yeah. They know you're beautiful, and they know they find you attractive. These are things that are they're simple minded ways that we can, something like, oh, tell me about them. Oh, they're pretty something, or they're handsome. And it's like, okay, like they get that, but it's like it's the deeper complexities of you. I feel here as well that this person, they like to place those labels on people, and the reason why they like to do this is that it makes them feel in control, and when things are not falling in a place in an order, it makes them scared. And I think you scared this person. I think you did, because it was just like there was just so much to you. There was like, oh wow, like how much how many different aspects can someone possibly have? And this is this is someone's like what, another one? And it's funny because Medicine says that you were just being yourself, not understanding that this is someone who's trying to put a label on you. It's like they kept switching the label, like what is this? And then they're gonna land on everything. But it's like they kept trying to put you in a label, and it made them frustrated. And I think they may have taken that frustration out on you. I think they may have actually taken that fear. When people get afraid, they get angry very fast. Fear and anger go hand in hand, because when we are afraid, we get angry all the time. And I think they may have actually been mad at you or frustrated at you, and you may not have understood why. Mm, This is why. Yeah. I thank you, Scorpio. Don't forget to like and comment. So we're at 47. 16 for Sagittarius. All right, let's see. Sagittarius. Vanessa, can you tell me what are Sagittarius' person's current feelings for Sagittarius? They're split right now. What does that mean? They're splitting hairs. Okay, Vanessa, can you elaborate on this? What do you mean by splitting hairs when it comes? I know what it is. This person is thinking about reaching out to you, Sagittarius, and when management says they're splitting hairs, they're really trying to figure out if they should take action now or blah blah blah. And splitting hairs, I don't know exactly what that phrasing means. They always come up with the stuff, but I have no idea. Splitting hair. Oh, making unnecessary distinctions between things when the differences between them are so small. Oh, interesting. Oh, so I feel, sorry, this is like kind of give a little spin to it. This is someone who's really trying to figure out if they want to take action towards you, but in the end they're going to do it. I do feel like they're trying to figure out maybe how things are going to go, or how they're going to feel at the end of it. They know that they absolutely want to take action here, and they know that they want to kind of face you, and they know that they kind of want to deal with this. And whether it resolves itself now or not, they want to know that they've tried. But this is someone where it's like they kind of are looking for reasons to maybe, I want to say, ooh, sorry, I had to say what Manatron gave me. It's like they're looking for reasons that are going to tie their shoelaces together so they'll trip and then not take any action at all. So they kind of are in this energy right now. Let's see. Well, what has got them to take act, or what has convinced this person that they want to take actions towards Sagittarius? I want to say you are a deep and very stimulating person, because medicine said Scorpio, and Scorpio's reading was very interesting, and it's the energy of that, or where you're very deep, you're very complex, and you're very stimulating. They don't like people who are boring. They don't like people who are one-dimensional. They don't like people, and it's not that we are ever one-dimensional, but when we meet certain people, they draw out like a lot of our stuff, right? A lot of our aspects to the surface. So this is someone where you always, you always had this energy where it was always something different, and they loved it. They loved the stimulation. They loved getting to know you, and they love that you are multifaceted as well. That's why they want to take actions towards you. That's what they want. But what's keeping them from doing it, Madison? Like, why does this person want to like trip themselves up? The fear. It is everyone loves to say that they're not attached to the results, right? They have no attachment, they have no expectation. I hear that a lot. I'm like, you got to release expectation. Oh, I don't have any. That's what they always tell me this, and I'm like, oh, okay. I'm like, okay, okay. You're not convincing me, but whatever, right? But this is someone where they like to think that they have released expectation, released attachment to the outcome. They haven't. This is actually why they're splitting hairs, and it's why this person is a little bit stuck right now. Is there anything that's going to come and help them? Right now, what they're essentially doing is tying their hands together. A being of light, I actually see it as an angel. I actually technically see it as Archangel Michael is going to cut them loose. So they will have they will be free of this. Maybe it's, sorry, Michael said it will be permanently. What they do with that is up to them. But I see this person being very clear about knowing that they want to take actions towards you. But it's like they just keep, I don't know, it's like mulling it over, right? They keep thinking about it. It's like, just do it. It's just go, right? Just go. Just hit send, all right? It's like that. Just just hit send and throw the phone out the window. I don't know, right? It's that feeling. And Archangel Michael is the one who's going to help them kind of free their hands a little bit. It's a fear, it's an attachment to results, and it's a scarcity mindset. Is there any other feelings that they have right now towards Sagittarius? Whew, sorry, that energy. It's like it's just I see a bunch of energy going into the throat center, and when we have a lot of energy in one of our chakras, it really makes us want to do something with the chakra, right? Like right now, I have a ton of energy in my crown, and that's why I'm doing 2 readings today. By the way, I did 2, and it's like I just have that energy. So I see a bunch of energy going to the throat. So hopefully that this person actually has to follow through. They know they want to. They're absolutely sure that they want to take action, that they want to communicate. They're so sure, but it can be tricky. A Metatron says it's important. It's not important that you believe in them, but if he were you, he would believe that they would be able to do this. Does that make sense? Yeah. Because of where they are, they're close. But obviously it's not a guarantee, especially for a general. But it's not a guarantee. But it's like this is someone who's taking on that fight. I think they may win. Sorry, Metatron said it's like Spartacus, right? Who knows? But one of them's gonna win, and this is someone who's one of their selves is gonna win. We'll see. We'll see which one's stronger and more dominant. Anyway, do you have anything else that you want to give right now for Sagittarius, Metatron? They get spooked easy. Yeah. This person has a spooky thing. I don't know what is this. Oh, I see. I see how they've been doing it to themselves. The splitting hair thing, right? Okay, let's say they have like, oh, I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna text them today. I'm gonna text them. I'm gonna email them. I don't know. I'm gonna message them on social media, right? Let's say they're thinking about this. There's just some thoughts, and then they have a bad day, or like like let's say something bad happens to them. Then they come home and like, I'm not gonna do it because that bad day. I know, it's like they get spooked very easy. That's crazy, but it reminds me though. It's when you are in some sorrow, it's that belief system, right? That our human mind has. It constantly tells you, oh, if it's meant to be, it will be, or if that happened, that's a sign. Blah blah blah. Like, no, our minds cannot fathom signs, right? We innately, intuitively know if it's a sign or not, right? But this is someone whose mind convinces themselves that something bad happening is a sign that they shouldn't do it. So they get spooked. Yeah. So I guess they got that they had to overcome. But anyway, I want to thank you, Sagittarius. Don't forget to like and comment. So we're at 54. 26 for Capricorn. Let's take a look here. Amanda, can you tell me what are Capricorn's person's current feelings for Capricorn? They feel like they need to stay away from you right now. Why? They were sorry. Sorry, mention? Did you say they were hit hard or they don't want to get hurt? Is it they were hit hard or they don't want to get hurt? I think it's both. Sorry. Sometimes when it comes in at the same time, like, what did he say? But this is someone where I feel they're still kind of nursing some wounds. They were hit pretty hard when it comes to this connection. I do feel I think that you would actually agree, but the ending was very devastating for them as well. I think you would say it is for you too. It was actually very devastating, a lot more devastating than this person could have ever imagined. And that's kind of how they feel about you. It feels like one of those situations where it was so bad. Like, I don't know if I ever want to touch it again because of how I feel right now. With time, this will change and fade. But right now, this person is actually currently dealing with the stuff that, they're currently dealing with the stuff, right, with that pain, and that's currently how they feel. It feels like the once bitten twice shy type of energy. How do they feel about Capricorn? Oh, they're so sorry. They are admitting their share of it, their accountability. They do get it now. How else? Metatron. I do feel they feel like it's over between you and them. Metatron says that this phase that we all must go through, it allows us to close out the chapter. You know, when we have unresolved issues or we are holding on to the past, we're not able to kind of complete things and resolve it and let the energy go. So I know that I remember when I went through this myself where I was like, oh my God, I'm never ever gonna end up seeing my person. Not that I didn't want them. I was never gonna see them. And I just knew it in my heart. And that feeling allowed me to release thoroughly and completely. And that a release allowed me to be free. And then it was like, eventually I had that feeling. It's like, wait a second, I actually know who they are to me now, and I get it all. And I was just like, what? I was like, whatever. I wasn't expecting this, but it feels like that. Like, this is kind of that transitionary phase where both you and this person are learning that it is for now over, and it may very well be forever over. But it's the feeling of it being over allows you both to release and let go and surrender all that pain. They do need it, by the way. I don't know how much pain you're holding on to when it comes to this connection, but they need it. I know they do, and they need to kind of release it all. Yeah, they need a purge. Yeah, it's a purge release. Yeah. How else are they currently feeling about Capricorn? They're not ready to invest in anything or anyone else as well. I think that it's very typical. Metatron, this is a very pivotal, important time, because what we do when we're not focusing on trying to fill our cup with other people and other things, we start to invest in the self, and we start to build ourselves up, and we start to discover who we are on a soulful level. And that's actually the next phase, the next chapter of your connection right now with this person, is learning who you are apart, so that you can then come together knowing who you are individually, right? And you won't have that codependent energy that everyone else has. So understanding that there's a path and there's a purpose here between what's happening between you and him, sorry, you and them, and the connection as well. Okay. Any other feelings right now that you want to share with Capricorn? There is regret here, a lot. They don't want to let go of this, but that feeling that it's over, it's just propelling them forward to do it. And it's hard. That initial surrender, it usually feels like death. I know when I had it, it felt like that to me. I don't know. You could let me know what you feel, but it literally felt like I was dying. And or my mom was in the kitchen and she didn't say anything. But I don't know what you tell someone when you hear death wails, but that's what she was hearing. That's the feeling that's coming through right now. Where they're gonna have that. A part of you does die, but what's dying is usually your mind, that a part of your human mind anyway, is usually leaving. People kind of refer to this as the death of the ego, but it's not actually it. It is technically you're just a piece of your mind, piece of your human nervous system starts to die, so that you can actually have consciousness. It's a very, very important step, and very brutal. Oh God, I haven't thought about this period of my life that I had in a long time, and wow. Oof, wow, I can't believe how far it feels like that wasn't even me at this point. It really does feel like, oh, it was not. Oh, that wasn't me. Anyway, I just want to let y'all know that I hearts with you and this person. I thank you. I love you. Don't forget to like and comment, Capricorn. So we're at 1 hour. Okay, let's see. We're at Aquarius. So, Manasha, can you tell me what are Aquarius' person's current feelings for Aquarius right now? Whew, sorry, I see them putting on a tunic on you. I don't know what that means. Like covering. This person I see. This person wants to take care of you. They want to take care of you. They want to shelter you. They want to protect you as well. There is a purity within you that this person feels the need to shelter. You may be someone who is who shines bright and I don't wait. What would you say, Metatron? What this energy is? It's like you may give a lot of yourself to people, and you may be very open. You may be very you may share your energy and all that good stuff. There's something like this at play. Like maybe you're of your you do things of service. I don't know. There's just some kind of energy that you have that is pure, and how they see the world is the world's going to eat you alive if no one protects you. I don't know if that's how you see it. You shouldn't, because that's not true, but that's the feeling. That's why they want to come in and kind of cover you up. If this person had their choice, and I really do want to say this, if they had their choice, you wouldn't. It's kind of okay. Imagine bringing for an example. It's like not wanting you to wear revealing clothing. And then that's the man or woman doesn't matter, but you get the example itself, right? No, don't wear that because, well, what if someone hurt you as a result of that, right? There's something like this. There's a type of energy this person has towards you right now, that where they want to protect you and keep you sheltered. And this is gonna, obviously it's a very negative energy, but it comes from a very protective self of them that wants to keep you safe and guarded as well. As light workers and any one of us, we can always use the strength of guard that we have access to. Let me see which one steps forward. Archangel Gabriel, and I want to say it's a Zadkiel. Archangel Gabriel and Zadkiel. I believe Archangel Zadkiel has it. That strength, that guard energy. That guard energy can protect us, so that we can be our most vulnerable self, and not be not be swallowed up by the world. So it's just something to think about. I don't know who needs to hear that, but the archangels, I think 3 of them have them. Archangel Gabriel is the one who seeks guard, and I think it's Archangel Zadkiel who has it. I'm not sure. You gotta call on the archangels and see who answers. But that's that we have access to protection in that way. You don't need this person to do it, but they do want to do that for you. And I think that this person has had experiences where they felt the world ate them alive, or they felt that they were vulnerable and it's taken advantage of, and they have that fear, right? It's a fear that is going to happen to you if they don't protect you. So they're going to try to protect you. They're going to try to keep you from doing what you want to do and being who you want to be, because they're scared of what you might go through if they don't. So it's a very interesting energy. Menesha, why is this the energy that you're bringing forward for Aquarius right now? It's important that you don't let them ever, or anyone, do this for you. It's important that you don't let anyone do this for you. It's easy because of how our human mind works, that we want someone to protect us, right? We want that feeling of protection, but we can give it to ourselves. And I give it to myself. And medicine says to give it to yourself as well. And if you need someone to give it to you, I will get an archangel. It is what it is. So it's something to take note of here. So I think if they had their way, you wouldn't leave the house at this point. And I'm not saying that in a literal sense, but you understand what I mean. You wouldn't be able to go to places they won't let you go, or they won't want you to, and it will always be a source of frustration. I feel like you definitely need to make it very clear that you're going to live your life the way that you want to live it, and this person's fears are their own. And I would actually recommend they get the fear contract, but you do you, whatever you feel called to, but the fear contract can help with this. I would probably do fear and anger, those two. But that's the feeling. I think something happened to them, though, something from their past, something they felt like they were very unprepared for, and they think you are. When they look at you, they don't see that how much strength it takes to be vulnerable, how much strength it takes to give. They don't see the strength in that. They see your weakness. And that is a falsity. It's a false teaching. It's a false lesson that they learn from their own experience where they got hurt. I don't know. It feels like this is someone who got maybe a violent attack or something, physical, sexual, something like that. It feels like it's some kind of an attack of some kind, but it's hard. It's hard to say. They may have gotten taken advantage of. There's something like this. It's one of those energies that are purposeful, but they leave a very lasting taste, bad taste in one's mouth, right? Anyway, I leave it there. I want to thank you. Aquarius, is there any last message that you have, Metatron, for Aquarius? Don't give up. Don't let them do that to you either. Show them how they can as well. Show them how this person can do it as well, because they will cover you up head to toe. By the way, I mean, honestly, you know what I'm talking about when I say head to toe. Like, they will really do it. They don't want you to get hurt. It has nothing to do with any beliefs. Like, I just don't want them to get hurt, and that's what they want for you. But again, their fears are their own. I'll leave it there. I thank you, Aquarius. Don't forget to like and comment. So we're at 1 hour. 6 seconds and 15 seconds for Pisces. So, Metatron, can you tell me, what are Pisces' person's current feelings for Pisces? Okay. This sounds strange. I see this person driving, but it's nighttime, right? And then all of a sudden you cross the street and they swerved, and then it was like, oh my God. And then they met you. I think this person was driving blind, and they met you somehow. So they feel like they met you as a random freak, chancy happenstance, accident, I don't know. And this is someone who sees you as very special. It kind of reminds me of those scenes in movie, when TV show or movies, setting things up, and then someone comes in randomly, and that person just changes everything. That really is how it works, by the way. I know those movies aren't always correct, but that is a very good. That's something that always happens. And not everyone makes changes in our life, but there are specific people who make drastic changes, do they not, to our who we are, who we thought we were, and we start to embrace who we are. It's crazy. So that's how they feel about you. It's like, wow, I was driving blind in the middle of the night. It feels like no street lights, no stars or anything like that. And it was just like they're driving, and boom, you walked, and they swerved out the way, and it's like you just changed everything. What does that mean, Metatron, when it comes to Pisces changing this person fully and completely, or changing their life, changing life? You change how they do things. I do feel they really love your perspective and talking to you. You've given this person a lot of insights towards things that they had the air came out. They had a very hard time understanding. This is actually very, 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 very typical, right? Most people have a lot of limiting perspectives, limiting beliefs about what they believe, and they're not able to see the full picture. And you were able to give them the insights to help them see things in a much bigger and better way. And that's how they feel about you. What other impacts do they have? Because that is a very drastic imagery. So let's see, what is the exact impact, or what is the type of impact that this Pisces has had on this person that makes them feel like this was a beautiful meeting. Let's take a look here. I do feel that this person, you've actually inspired this person to try to do stuff with their life and to pursue bigger and better things, and not to waste their time. You have been sorry, how do I phrase this? It feels like you've Oh, I think it is inspired. Is it not? I think so. Inspired or lit a fire under their butt, and it's really pushed this person to better themselves and to work on themselves and to stop wasting time. Some of you, this person could have been doing risky behaviors that they stopped doing since they met you. You help this person appreciate being alive. And I don't think they appreciate that, because when you're driving on a street and there's absolutely no light, do you think you're going to enjoy that experience? Like, I don't think I would, right? I've never drove before, but I see that energy of, like, you're stressed out and you're frustrated and you're scared. And, it's like you change that for this person, and you actually help them appreciate life now. And now this is someone who sees the beauty of life now because of what you brought into their life. And that is actually the impact that you've had on them. Metatron showed me flowers in a car, but a car that doesn't move anymore. So I think this person has a different vehicle, but or how they get around. I do mean in like a metaphorical sense, but it's like, those cars that have, like, they don't have wheels, and they're just growing flowers on them. That's what I see. It's like this. It's like they just put that away, and that's the impact you've had, and it's a beautiful impact. Let's see. Is there any other feelings right now that they have towards Pisces? They want to make you proud. They want to grow things with you as well. Can you clarify that? I don't know if that was what he said. Is it grow things, Metatron? Oh, there's an interesting energy here. This is not false, by the way. I'm not saying it's true for them, but it's not a false thing to think. Um, the energy that they bring in, they think they bring in chaos, or they think they bring in negative energy, and they wonder if they're going to bring that into your life. Like, this is someone who wonders what will grow here between you and them. They do wonder, is it going to be? It's kind of okay. I have to say it. It is a good example, but it is what it is. It's like, let's say you're gonna have a baby together, and this person thinking it's gonna have horns on it because of them, and it's like that. It's crazy. It's nonsensical. It's fear, obviously, but there's a concern here with energy they're bringing in, and what that energy is going to do to your life, and they don't want to have that impact on you. I see them trying to keep you at arm's length a little bit. Let me see. What would help them with this fear, Metatron, or with this I don't know. It's a paranoia. Oh, it's in the heart. It's in the heart space. There is something, but I don't know how I would describe that to you. I've done it before, but you can shut off the paranoia in your heart, setting the Metatron says, let's say maybe you have paranoia as well. I don't know, or maybe they gave it to you. I don't know. Energy does exchange. You can turn off the paranoia with your higher self. It's in the heart space though, so that's the center of it. So ask your higher self to turn off the systems of paranoia. Yeah, it's our human mind, our human nervous system is so scared of everything. Like it kind of reminds me of like a feral cat. They just know that they just start running. Like, I have kitties here, and I'm just walking, they start running. It's just because it's that natural fear reaction that they have. If you need that shut off, let's say it's overactive, have your higher self come forward and start to work with your higher self to do that. Okay, I want to thank you, Pisces. That's all I got for you. I appreciate you. Yes, I appreciate you. Don't forget to like and comment, and take care. Bye. Oh, I also wanted to tell you, Pisces. Oh, I do have a group candle, a community candle, all about healing, by the way, and new love. If you are interested in that, it's going to be very powerful. I also have a group guided meditation that I'm doing, and I also have live readings as well as one-on-one readings as well. If you are interested in any of that, just click the description section. Okay.